Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angelisa. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for being here. I hope you decide to subscribe and stay around a while. I don't know if you guys can tell by my voice, but I'm actually sick right now. I went home from work today because I'm feeling sick, and I thought, why not get a head start on this kind of a reading vlog that I plan to do. So today / this week, what we're gonna do, or what I'm gonna do, and you guys are gonna follow along and come on the ride with me, is we're gonna be reading basically as many romance books as we can before Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day is in a few days. It's in about 5-6 days. So I thought I would get myself kind of into the Valentine's Day mood with a bunch of romance reads. So I already started reading Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. So far, so good. It's written as a memoir. It's giving very much like coming of age in your 20s, like what it would be like to be dating from teenagehood into your 20s. So far it's very interesting, and I'm excited to kind of start off the love theme with that one. I do have some other reads here that I've added to my kind of Valentine's week TBR for the month, so I'll just go through them really quick with you guys. Here they are. So we have The Do-Over by Lynn. This is actually about Valentine's Day, I'm pretty sure. It's kind of like a Groundhog Day kind of idea, I think. Like, she wakes up on Valentine's Day and finds out that her boyfriend is cheating on her, and basically she just keeps waking up to the same day, and the concept is like, how many times is this girl gonna watch her life go up in flames before like something good happens? So hopefully this is really cute. I've heard it's really good, and yeah, so I swapped this out for Better Than the Movies because I wanted to do that book for a different video idea that I have for next month. So I swapped that out and replaced it with The Do-Over by Lynn. So I think I'll really like this one. I'm probably gonna end up reading it like on Valentine's Day. The other ones that I have are some other kind of just like romance / books about love. So Love in the Time of Serial Killers. So this is about a girl who she's really into like true crime and that stuff, and she becomes obsessed with true crime, and she's a PhD candidate, and like that's what she's doing her dissertation on, and then she becomes obsessed with her neighbor and is like convinced that he is a serial killer, and then, you know, from there it kind of turns into like a little love story. So yeah, that's what this one's about. I'm kind of excited for that. And then we also have By a Thread by Lucy Score. I've seen this everywhere. Every booktube, every booktalker is reading this, so I was like, we're adding it to our February love TBR. So we're also gonna try and read that. This is like a workplace kind of romance, like Grumpy Boss, I believe. So I think this one will be good, and we're gonna read that this week and / week as well. The last one that I have on the like love romance TBR is Icebreaker. I picked this up in a haul recently, and I was like, I need to read this in February while it's still cold, and like I'm in the mood for an ice skating romance. So yeah, we're gonna try and read that this month / week. I'll let you guys know how it goes, but hopefully it's really good. I've heard it's really good, so I'm excited. But these are kind of just like some romance books I've put on the list for this video just to like get me into the mood. I might end up picking up one that's like on my shelf if none of these kind of tickle my fancy, but we shall see. So I'm gonna start off with just like continuing to read this one, and it's pretty short, 350 pages, but the font's like pretty big, so I think it'll be fun. But anyway, we're gonna start there, and yeah, I will talk to you guys a little bit later in the video. Okay, this is not chapters, but I'm on page 104, and so far it feels like I'm reading, like, not a daily journal, but just like, well, yeah, it is a memoir, but it feels like I'm reading like a scattered, like just like a notebook of someone's like random entries, because there's no like timeline and it kind of jumps back and forth. But so far it's pretty good, and it's kind of just going through like different times in her life and like people she dated and parties she went to and like just things that she kind of encountered in her 20s. So it's definitely not giving like that romance feel that I was looking for yet, but it might eventually. I don't even know. But yeah, we're gonna keep reading. Hello friends, it is the next day. I finished reading everything I love. I finished reading everything I know about love last night, and I was too tired to come on here to say my thoughts. I'm gonna do a little bit now. I thought this was really fun. I will say that it's definitely not like a romance book. Like there's a lot of bad dates in here. In terms of like love and friends, I found that part to be really important, and I really think that like even reading it during Valentine's Day was kind of appropriate, because some people, you know, they celebrate like Galentine's Day or like friend Valentine's Day or whatever kind of thing. And yeah, I love the friendship aspect in this. I felt like I was reading someone's diary, like they were like recipes kind of just scattered throughout, actually really fun recipes that I might try out. There was like a mac and cheese one that looked interesting, and just like a lot of interesting stories that kind of jump throughout her teens and 20s and then to her 30s. I have no idea if this woman's in a relationship now, but I've really liked her writing. I'm probably gonna read her other one, which is Ghosts. I don't know if that's a non-fiction or fiction, but she's writing it like based off of like experiences that she's had. But yeah, so yeah, this was really good. I think I'm gonna give like my final readings for all the books I read in this video at the end. But so far, very good start to our books about love / romance week. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next one. I'm gonna go put this back on my shelf, and then we're gonna pick our next read.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
got this book in the haul or whatever, I looked up if this was YA, and it most definitely is not YA. Oh my goodness. It is not YA at all. Okay, let's do a first 100 pages check-in. So far, I'm really enjoying it. It's already very spicy, and it's kind of giving like reverse Grumpy Sunshine, like she's the grump and he's the sunshine, but I don't know if that's the actual trope. It's kind of reminding me of like Go Figure, but like an adult version of it. And I don't know, it's really good. Like a lot of like hookup culture and kind of like college life. Yeah, they definitely give like Grumpy Sunshine, where she's the grumpy and he's the sunshine. I think he's really sweet. I think it's so funny, like how mesmerized he's with her and how much she's like just trying her hardest not to like him. I always love that in romance books. But yeah, so far it's really good. I'm probably gonna honestly finish it tonight. I've only been reading for like an hour or two. I'm already 100 pages in, so yeah, it's really good so far. I really like her friendship with Ryan in this too, and Lola. Like, so far everything about this book I like. I like the writing, I like the characters, I like the setting, I like kind of the friend dynamics that are going on. Yeah, so far it's really good. But I'm gonna keep on reading. Probably gonna be in this spot for a really long time. I'm so sad it's over. Oh my god. I'm gonna give a full rating later, but I know what I'm gonna rate this. This is probably one of the top romance books I've ever read, and I literally just posted my top 10 romance books, and now I'm like, this should have made it on there. It was so good. I've never read such a healthy relationship in a book. Like, most contemporary romances have like that third act kind of breakup, and like there's always like miscommunication, or like the conflict in the book is always between the couple, and by the end of the book you're kind of like, why are these two together? Sometimes like it doesn't really make sense. But in this, it was kind of like there were conflicts in the book, and there was one like argument they had, but they worked through it so well, and there was such good communication, and they just worked so well together. And then the other conflicts happening in the book, they just worked together to solve. So it's definitely like a fluffy comfort book for sure. There's a lot of smut, which was a lot of fun. The friendships that happened in this were so fun to read, and like her connection that she made with all of the guys, like all of Nathan's friends. Yeah. What I will say is we do not like Aaron. Nobody on the face of the planet likes Aaron. Yeah, I'll do a full like wrap up later, but that was just so good. I'm gonna move on to the next one. I think I'm gonna read The Do-Over next, because it's Valentine's Day and I just really want to read The Do-Over, and then I'll see if I can read one more, and then I'll probably stop this video. But this was so good. Oh, I'm so happy. We've read the first 100 pages. So far she's had like, I don't even know how many loops of this day, and there was a part where it talked about like all the things that she's tried to like change the day, and it's actually really funny. But we're finally getting to the part which I think is like the romance aspect of it, like who her main romance is, and she keeps running into Nick even though she tries to avoid it. And in this loop that she's in, he's being really nice, whereas in the past ones he was kind of like, he wasn't mean, but he was just like joking and like making fun of her and like poking fun, whereas in this one he's just being really nice. So I'm wondering if maybe he's in a loop too and something's changed for him in this loop. But so far it's pretty good. I actually really like it. I forgot how fun like YA romances can be when there isn't like a bunch of spice in between the book. Like it's just like vibes, and like, yeah, I think this would make a really good movie though. Like as I'm reading this, I'm picturing it as a movie. I think it would make a really good movie. So I'm gonna keep reading. I'll probably just update once I'm at the end, because the book is really short. It's like under 300 pages. I'm probably gonna finish it in the next like hour or so. But yeah, really cute. I love Lynn Painter's writing. She's awesome. Alright guys, I just finished The Do-Over. This was really cute. Honestly, it is marked as a romance, but I feel like more of the plot is her just like living the same day over again, like discovering things about herself and like getting to know herself more, and like it's kind of hard to root for the main love interests because like she's living this day over and over again, but he's not, so she's finding out all these things about him and remembering so much about him, but he's not. The ending was really cute, and it kind of fixed like parts in the book that I really didn't like that were just kind of bothering me. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Definitely not like the top romance I've ever read, but it was a really quick read. I loved the writing, and yeah, I like Lynn Painter's writing. This was really good. Definitely hard to root for a couple that there's no progression in the relationship, and towards the end, like, yeah, they really did just have like one day together, but I still stand by the fact that I think this would make a really good movie, and I did enjoy the first half of the book a lot more than the second half for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, I think it was pretty good. Anyway, we're gonna do like a quick wrap up of everything I read in this video. The first book I read was Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. So I rated this 4 stars. So this was a really fun memoir to read. Basically, it's following Dolly throughout her teens and 20s, and then like right when she begins her 30s, and it's just like a bunch of random entries, almost like it's a diary of stories that happen in her life, like parties, dates, friends, jobs, life, and love. I wanted to read this during this month because I wanted to just read something that was about love, and obviously I had a very different impression of what this book was about. I thought it was gonna be like a memoir style, but just like different dates that she's gone on, and like, I don't know, things that she's learned about love, and it is that, but it definitely doesn't give like a romance feel. It's more like coming of age and like learning things about yourself. But like I said earlier in the video, the love that you witness between her and her friends, and like the self-love that she kind of learns, is really good. So yeah, I gave this 4 stars. I thought it was really good, and it was a great like little intro into my little love reading week. The next book that I picked up was Icebreaker by Hannah Grace, and I rated this 5 stars. This is immediately, like as soon as I finished reading it, it was a 5-star read. This is probably one of my favorite romance books ever. Everything about this book was perfect. He was perfect. She reminded me of me. The reverse grumpy sunshine, like him being a golden retriever and her being a little grump, was just so relatable for me, because anyone who knows me and my boyfriend, like that is what we are. Like he is sunshine, I am grumpy. So this just like really hit home for me, and it was just perfect. Like I loved how therapy positive it was. I loved like the found family and like the friendship aspect that was in there. I loved the friends with benefits trope, the enemies to lovers trope. Yeah, it was just really good. By the end of the book, I was like, I'm so happy that this is gonna be a series, or I guess companion novels. Like I think each book is going to follow a different couple, but I'm hoping that these two have like a cameo or something. But this was so good. I loved this so much, and I would recommend this to anybody. Like the hype is for a reason. It's hyped up for a reason. Yeah, I can't say enough about this book. Like it was just so good. Alright, and then the last one I read was The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. So I think I'm probably going to rate this 3.75 stars. It's not a 4-star read for me. There was just like, I don't know, the romance was cute, but I think like I said, with having that do-over and the day starting over and over and over again, you don't get any progression in the relationship, and it's really hard to root for them. But I did think that it was really cute, and I liked like the kind of lessons that she learned about herself in this, and yeah, I did like the concept, and like I said, I think it would make a great movie, but it just didn't really hit for me as like a romance. But I still thought it was pretty good, and I like the writing style very much, and I really love that a lot of romance authors are making like playlists to go with their books now. It's fun to listen to the playlists, and you're reading a scene and then a song comes on. It's just like perfect for that scene. So they're actually really good at making playlists for these. Anyway, that was all the books that I read for this like reading vlog, reading romance for a week. I did want to read a lot more, but I've been sick this week and just not feeling my best and really tired, and every day I came home and like just didn't really want to read, whereas other days I did really want to read. But yeah, it was really fun reading these. I want to do more kind of trope reading vlogs where I just read one type of book for a week, and this is the first time I did it for like, because it was Valentine's Day. But yeah, definitely comment down below like a trope or type of book that I should read for a week, and maybe I'll try that for my next reading vlog or something like that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me when you guys do that. And I did want to say like thank you so much for anybody who has been like liking and commenting and subscribing every day when I come on here and I get a new comment or a new like or anything. Like it makes me smile so much. So thank you guys, and I'm so happy to be a part of this book community on YouTube. It really is awesome. Anyway, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a good day, week, and month, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.